Hello, welcome back to our channel. This week we've went on another fishing adventure, and I just want to take a minute on the intro to go into a little detail about this. You start planning your trip, figuring out where you want to go, you go get the right bait for the job, you get the right tackle for the job, you make sure you got all your ducks in a row, all the best laid plans, so that you can go and have a successful day of fishing. Well, on this particular trip, I had the baits, I had the tackle, I had all the best plans in the world. I had everything I needed to catch the fish, but somewhere along the way, the fish didn't have the plan on biting. I did some serious fishing for 8 hours. 8 hours hardcore. Not a single fish. But I'm going to go ahead and bring you this video. Show you a few things along the way. We had some fun while we was doing it. Got to see some beautiful sights. Got to see some junk I didn't want to see. For sure. But I want to keep it real on this channel. I don't want every video that I put out there to be me just slaughtering fish like I have the last couple of videos we did. Those days, hey, the bite was on. We was at the right spot at the right time. We was slaughtering some fish. But some days you just can't make that happen. You can't bite a bite. And believe me, I tried everything, and it wasn't going to happen. We would set out to go catfishing. I was hoping that water temperatures had warmed up enough that the catfish was moving in out of the deeper water. They just wasn't turned on yet. Tried to do some sunfish, hoping to get some bluegill, redbreast, whatever might be in the mood. They just wasn't turned on yet. So we went just a little bit early in the season. We are going to be going back, and I'm going to give this particular lake a chance to justify itself, because I have caught some seriously good catfish out of that lake. It was Lake Greenwood in Greenwood, South Carolina, and in this video we just went to Greenwood State Park and set up on the side of the bank and had a little fun. But anyway, that's enough talking. Let me show you some video of what true failure looks like. Hey, welcome to another episode of Redneck Fishing. Today we're going to be fishing on Lake Greenwood. It'll be me and my daughter Katie. And we're down here at the Lake Greenwood State Park. Just going to sit on the bank and have a little fun. Follow me. One of the things about coming to the state park, and one of the things that really gets under my skin, is when we got here beside of us, we found this mess that somebody left behind. Folks, if you're going to bring it in, take it back out. Have the decency. This is hurting the wildlife. It's going to end up, wind's going to be blowing it, getting it in the water, and all because you're too lazy to pick up your own mess. So think about the other people, and think about your next trip coming down. Alright, I done shed my outside shirt. It's 80 degrees here, early spring. But since this is redneck fishing and you're expecting it on redneck fishing, here we go. Hey, kitty, 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 kitty. First thing we're going to do is put on the egg sinker. I'm using a 1 ounce heavy rod. Then I like to put on a plastic bead. I'm going to put on a swivel. With just a simple quick, easy to tie Palomar knot. Make your loop, bring it through the loop. Gently cinch everything up tight. Trim the excess. The reason I like doing it that way, the bead protects the knot from being beat to death by the lead, so the knot should last longer. Now, since we're using a snailed hook, I don't have to tie in. I'm just going to loop that through there. Bring my hook through the loop. Now we're ready to go fishing. You know how sometimes you think about going fishing, you plan on going fishing, you get your bait together, get the rods, load everything up, and you have really planned this fishing trip. Well, apparently today the fish didn't plan on doing any biting because 2.5 hours into it, and we're still waiting and waiting and waiting. So far the fish ain't got turned on and biting, but thanks to my lovely wife who doesn't want to be on camera, I am. Alright guys, this is the ultimate spend a day fishing, but definitely not catching. One of the things you'll notice through this video though is I did have a good time spending time with my daughter. I had a wonderful time spending time with my wife, who is very camera shy. She's not going to be on the camera. So is the way of life. One of the things I do want to mention is I am not a sponsored content creator, by no means of the imagination. Someday I would like to be. But I do sponsor on my videos. One of my big sponsors is Diet Dew. You'll see me hitting the bottle quite often. Another one of my big sponsors is Longhorn Pouches, and you'll notice that throughout the videos. They don't pay me nothing. But guys, if y'all out there seeing this and y'all want to give me some coupons, I'm game. But seriously, all kidding aside, it was just a bad day of fishing. Weather was good. The temperature was good for the day. We just came off of a cold front. That may have got the fish locked down a little bit on their bite. One of the things I do want to talk to you about, and I will be creating a short on it, is the type of tackle we was using. Several ways of catfishing is using a knocker rig, or using a Carolina rig, or on and on and on. And we'll get into some of those in an upcoming short. I'd like to show y'all some of that because under certain circumstances, each rig has its place. But this particular day, it don't matter if I was using $100 bills for bait. I wasn't going to get a bite, and I'm sorry. But that's just reality, and I want to bring y'all reality, and I want y'all to see what it's really like to just get out there and fish your hearts out and have a good time, but still never get a bite. So until next time, hey, I'm wishing you some tight lines and a bourbon chaser.